Today, I prepared to share it with you my another sourdough bread. I think I made 4 videos on my channel about this bread. I encourage guys to bake to make it this kind of bread because this is good for our health. I think a lot of people they are not so familiar of this bread. This bread we call probiotic bread, and if you live in Europe and United States, you will be familiar of this bread. Because this bread we never use a yeast that we can buy it in the market. We will make a homemade yeast called sourdough starter. This is not we can make it gluten free. You can buy a flour bread or a flour with whole flour that is gluten free, or if not, if you want to be more fiber, you can use a flour. It's not a white flour, whether whole wheat bread. You can do it as long as you are prepared to make it and to eat that kind of bread. So today, I will share you my olives parmesan sourdough bread. Before I continue, guys, kindly subscribe my YouTube channel, Vil99 Baking Tutorial. The ingredients is 50 grams of sourdough starter, 360 grams of warm water, 440 grams of bread flour, and guys, I put a little bit, 1 teaspoon of honey, just to blend the sour and sweet a little bit. It's so delicious. You cannot stop eating on it. And 1.5 teaspoon fine salt, and 3/4 cup pitted olives, 2 grams picked thyme leaves, and 60 grams of parmesan cheese grated. And the instruction is, in the large bowl, add starter and water and mix well. Then add the all-purpose flour or the flour. Then mix it well. Then leave it aside within 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, take it again and mix with salt. And then leave it to 2 to 3 hours. But if you have enough time to do folding and strengthening every 30 minutes, you can do it. You can strengthen the dough with folding at every 30 minutes for next 2 hours, and then 1 hour interval for 2 hours, and finally set aside for 2 to 3 hours. When you are ready to ship, mix in olives, thyme, and parmesan and ship it and transfer to the banneton or mold. Refrigerate for overnight. Next morning, preheat the oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Transfer the dough to cold Dutch oven and bake for 10 minutes at 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Then reduce the temperature to 425 degrees Fahrenheit and bake 25 minutes with lid on. Then remove the lid and bake for another 10 minutes or until loaf develop golden color. And when you tap the loaf, it makes whole sound. Or register to 10 degrees Fahrenheit internal temperature. Cool the loaf and cut into slices and enjoy. This is very nice, delicious sourdough bread with olives, parmesan cheese. Sometimes I make this on my dinner. I put some shredded chicken, parmesan cheese again, and some tomato and mozzarella cheese, and I put it in the oven. Oh my God, I have a very delicious light dinner. It's not really harm to your tummy at all.